Hey, so I want to get some things lied out here, to be honest, like entirely. So, if you didn't know yet, I'm part of a fandom called the Fandom for like the Ghost Show and True Capitalist Radio. Basically, it's a fandom that's linked around trolling a dude who gets really angry for basically no reason, and it got a little out of hand. Really out of hand, actually. Um, Recently, I went on a 2 month or so, I'd say 2 month, yeah, 2 month hiatus, and I just recently came back. And for some reason, out of nowhere, one of the Outer Circle captains, which is if you didn't know what the Outer Circle was, which, like, you were really far behind if you don't, but if you don't know what the Outer Circle is, then it's basically the troll version of the Inner Circle. And it's similar to... Okay, well, I think I've already explained it, but this is... Essentially, what he did was kick me out for something they knew, but faked not knowing, basically, is what I'm assuming they did. So, what happened is I had a former captain kick me out, and this was just today. This was like probably a few hours ago. That captain was Dova, dude. The guy who's been kind of around a whole bunch of drama recently. He kicked me out on stream for being 16, which was a fact that I had made sure they'd know, as to make sure if there was any sort of issue with that, they could get that out of the way first so it wouldn't be an issue later. But they decided that they'd kick me out anyway, now, more than ever, right after I come back. So, to put it shortly, I guess, I've been gone for a good while, and I was part of this place called the Outer Circle.
Hi, Demo Plan.
Hey, what's up, man?
Not much. How are you doing tonight?
I'm recording something to talk about what happened today.
Yeah, we're in the middle of a recording.
Yeah, we're catching we're catching up, everyone who watches my stuff on this.
Yeah, if you listen and you'll make more sense as we go.
Yeah, I think it's better if we start over from here, but basically what happened.
Give me a TLDR. I mean,
Well, I'm gonna
actions filled me in a little bit.
Yeah, he filled
I will after the recording.
But basically what happened is I've recently been kicked out of the Outer Circle. I
know that much, anyhow.
No longer part of their group. And how I got kicked out was probably one of the most stupid things I've ever seen. And if you didn't understand already, this is me basically saying, giving a warning out to people around Dova to, yeah, something's wrong with him, dude. He's lost it.
I mean, I could have told you that myself.
I mean, yeah, but he's lost it, man.
I mean, this is the same dude.
Alright,
go ahead.
Yeah, I know, but basically what's happening is I came back to say hi on stream today because I used to be part of the Jackler show, the whole thing, you know, the whole kick boodle, whatever the fuck it was. But basically, what happened today was I got into the stream queue, and Dova noticed I was in there, and tried to get it over with quickly, as he would say, apparently, by stalling and waiting for me to leave.
He called you a retard, too, on the stream,
he called me that multiple times. I didn't understand why I was angry at me. I wanted to come on and ask him why. I was going to ask him why. Things went downhill from there. Had a little argument. And then suddenly he asked me what my age was. And I knew that he knew my age. So he asked my age. And I said, yeah, 16. What? And at that moment, they kicked me out, kicked me from the stream server, and kicked me from the outer circle. Right on the dot, right there. After all that history I had with them, bam, gone, just like that, man. So,
It just straight up just threw your age out there, like, oh yeah, he's 16. Let's kick him now.
yeah. And I'm
Even
not...
though your age wasn't public knowledge, so they
So
didn't
basically,
really have to make that public knowledge.
they basically, not only that, but they they've dug themselves into an even deeper hole by basically revealing my age to people. So, I've been kicked out of the public circle died. The outer circle is dying. I just got kicked out. And I've realized now that, well, Deputy, you're right, man. You're right. If you're watching this, you were entirely correct.
Autism, you're right.
This up here, this thing up here that I'm moving around, he predicted how the show is now. How the Jackler show is now.
What I have in the bottom, the bottom middle part of my screen right now.
Yeah, that.
You got screen sharing?
No, we're.
I can't do that right now. I'm in OBS, and that would really mess up the recording.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's.
I can't see what's on your screen.
Yeah, he's doing that right now. But, yeah, that's pretty much what's happened. And so basically, TLDR version. Dova's out of control. He's basically taken over the outer circle. He's doing everything for himself. He's basically causing it to turn into a plane crash, essentially.
I mean, this is the same dude who's saying, "Oh, Xbox is ending the console war by joining up with the Switch and PC fam." I don't know about you, but being 50 million units behind PS4 isn't exactly winning.
Honestly.
I'd say it's the opposite.
And
like,
the
this
next
dude's so
thing.
delusional.
And not only that was an issue. I want you people to look at the whole dispute here between Jackler and I. This picture here saying that it said, might be best if you lie about your age. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that whole thing there? He basically essentially said, hey, if you'd lied about your name, lied about my age, they wouldn't have kicked me out. When in reality, they knew my age. They knew that I was 16. I had told them that many times because for some reason they keep thinking I sound like I'm 30. I mean, at this rate, I'm not surprised. Everybody says that. But yeah, I told them that out of the gate, so they knew. So there wouldn't be any issues with that. And then I come back 2 months later after this whole drama thing pans out, and this is what happens. I get kicked out. There's not much else to say. They're really, honest to God, there's nothing left to say. Because I know that since they did it on stream, there's chances are someone's going to clip that, send it to Ghost. He's going to get angry at it, then he's going to start looking for more crap, and he's going to find this. And I don't know. It's just not something I'm really a big fan of. Okay? I don't really want to be the kind of guy who gets super salty because I got kicked out for something, because of some new guideline. But the outer circle is the entire circus. They aren't just clowns. They're straight up the entire circus.
I remember when you came back, Dova's like, "Oh, don't ask to be a captain again." It's like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, there was that too. Yeah, I was a former captain of the Outer Circle, which is basically the highest rank, and I left for a little while. I became inactive. I got sent down a rank. So I came back and said, don't ask to be captain again. Eventually I got captain back because I did a lot for him, all that stuff. And then I left again. and this time I got sent down 2 ranks. So, did he say when I came back to not ask to be captain again today, or?
It was a day or more so ago, but I did.
Yeah, but he doesn't. He seems like he seems like he doesn't really like me. So, I don't know what kind of bias he has against me, but
no, it's not
what deputy said, and if you don't know who Deputy is, he's the guy behind the whole Captain Autism thing.
Yeah.
Deputy is Captain Autism. But yeah, he basically said that he left the outer circle because it is the circus. It is not clowns. It's the entire circus. I am going to quote that a lot here because it's true. It's entirely true. Deputy was right. Deputy was right. Jackler told me to lie about my age, essentially. And Dova is out of control. It's simple as that. And look, I don't mean any disrespect to a lot of the people in the outer circle. A lot of the people in the outer circle, they're my friends, they're my family, to quote Ghost, but they are a lot of my friends, man. I mean, I got a lot of friends there. And it kind of stinks that it's basically been pruned and it's turning into a plane crash because of some stupid allegations. And now people under 18 can't even be in the servers. So, yeah, that kind of wraps it all up right there. It's like people are being idiots and the outer circle's in shambles. It's been for like a month now. Have anything to add on to that? Like anything at all?
Yeah, I was, if I may, guys, if I could add something to this. I could see why they put this 18 and above rule in their servers. Outer circle, public circle, whatever circle anymore now. It seems to be a theme that they're running with. But that's not what I'm trying to talk about. It's about the rule about you have to be 18 or over. The main reason why that happened is because roughly, what was it, about a month and a half ago, there was controversy surrounding the public circle, which was basically a plaza for the whole community, whether it was inner circle, which is like the exclusive ghost group of the community, in case you guys don't know, and then it had like people who were like new fags, meaning like newbies to the show, and then there was like us, and then there was like Jackler and crew, so to speak, and they were all on one server. That server got closed down because of the infighting and the drama, and old beefs being brought up, new beefs starting. I kind of predicted this kind of thing was going to happen eventually when you're going to invite every Tom, Dick, and Harry into a Discord. It's kind of the reason why the Discord that I happen to be in, and I'm not going to mention the names because of classification and all that. It's my business, not yours. The one where sorry.
No, it's just I'm coughing.
My point is that I knew it was going to happen because even though that you have it open to everybody, you let everybody in there, something eventually is going to go wrong. You got to have some kind of vetting process. That's kind of what happens in the server that I happen to be in. We kind of go through some checks of like, not like real checks, like we actually look up who they are, like how old are they, what's their sex, what kind of color are their underwear do they wear. We don't do that. We just basically say, who are you, what do you bring to the party, so to speak. Like, tell us a little bit about yourself. We want to know who you are. We want you to feel right at home here at the server that I'm in. So by slapping a 18 and above on it, it's especially for King Demopan. That's the name he went by. It's a Custo now, but that's the name he went by when he was still in the community. It was like he's kind of like late to the party, so to speak, but that's in Jackler and Dova's like ideas. But anyways, the point is that this all happened when he was not as active, and this is just really wrong and on so many levels. But yeah, child grooming, that was kind of the thing I was going to get to with the whole public circle. This is the real reason what brought down the public circle and why it doesn't exist anymore, is because there was some idiot on the Ghost Show mentioning that the public circle was a way of Jackler and crew to harbor children, but namely Keckler, because there wasn't anybody else on that Discord that happened to be under 18, except for maybe Demo Pan and maybe a few others. But other than that, no. And there never was any child grooming that happened in that server. We were all just trolls who happened to be in the same server. There was no funny business happening. I was there myself, so if I would have saw that, I would have brought it up to Jackler, and they would have banned them on the spot. But this was propaganda that was going on the Ghost Show, as it always does when any drama happens. I've been listening to the show for 3 years, and yeah, this kind of stuff is nothing new to me. There will always be people that, because of their egos or because they want to be the best troll and be like, haha, I ruined your guys' internet life. Because we're recording right now. And so
if he wants to say
the fact that they were making these allegations, Ghost has a history of people claiming that they're pedophiles, and he just gets infurious, like full of rage, like even more furious and short fused than he normally is. So much so that if it happens to happen on a Radio Graffiti segment, he will end it immediately, no questions asked. I'm done with this. I'm literally taking my mic, I'm throwing it off my desk along with my pile of aluminum cans that I like to rattle. So yeah, that was the eventual downturn of the public circle, and yeah, that's kind of why they have the law now, is that you got to be 18 and above.
I mean,
unfortunate for Demo Pan, because you were close to them, weren't you?
I was there when the Outer Circle was first beginning, when they were handing out public invites, like back in episode 11. That was like back when I joined the server.
This would be like me kicking one of my longest standing mods just because they happen to have a certain fetish, and I knew they had a fetish, and it's all like, we don't allow that fetish anymore. It's kind of grotesque. Not a lot of people like it. You're out. Get out of here. Pack your bags.
That's essentially what they did, and they did it on stream.
It was a unembellished. It was an I'm really tired and it's late, so please forgive me.
No, it's fine.
It's unprecedented. That's the word I was looking for. It's unprecedented what they did to you, because they already knew the facts about you. You were 16 and you happen to be in what it eventually became an 18+ server because of the allegations that were made toward the public circle and the many servers that happened to be associated with Jackler.
Yeah.
So
because
that's
how it is, man. I mean.
So yeah, I mean they would at least given you some kind of warning or something, or cut you a break because they knew who you were. But I mean, come on.
I'm gonna head out now, you guys. I'll see
and you weren't even, and because these allegations were fake, that kind of proves the fact that you weren't even you and him weren't even involved in any funny business.
I wasn't here until
you guys are just good friends.
At this rate, I wasn't really...
Well, I mean, probably not as much anymore. Because
no, not at all, no. Well, then again, Dova and I kind of drifted apart, man. We disappeared, man. It kind of... I don't know. If a good way to put it would be that I was around at the beginning of the server, and I was probably one of the more active people on there before I took my break for my internship and such. Because, hey, I put life over trolling, so...
That's what you should do, anyhow.
People who don't do that are,
Bro.
to quote this quote again, the entire circus. But, yeah. So, yeah, I was around from... TLDR, I was around from the beginning of the server. I made sure they knew everything that they needed to know. and at the end of the day, they acted like they didn't know something so they could kick me. Stone drop, that's it, man. That's all I gotta say. Anybody else have anything to add? Like anything they want to say? Any complaints? Anything at all?
I would say this to Dova. He needs to stop being a fucking asshole and just
real.
live.
Oh, but your opinion doesn't matter. We're all a bunch of tards in here, right?
That's
What, he's talking
exactly.
shit?
Yeah.
He's talking shit about everyone in La Costa. What a faggot.
Well, he has, from time to time talked about our server, and it's all like, I get it, Dova, you're unapologetic, but it's like there's certain things that you shouldn't say, otherwise bad things will happen. That's why I don't start shit with people. I try to make amends with people. I can't understand why you can't.
Dova, I'm a mod, and I listen to you badmouth the server all the time, but I don't want to cause any shit. So you might want to watch what you say here and
Is he in
there.
here?
Just saying.
So yeah, that's
Who?
Is he in here, Duva?
No.
He's in the server we're in right now, but he's probably not online right now. I don't know. I don't know where he is.
He's online. He's in the outer circle right now.
Oh
He's on
man, he threw up a shit list.
Oh, I wonder who's on it.
Oh, I'm on it. I'm on it.
Hey, don't disclose that information right now.
No. People need to see this.
Okay, fine. Go ahead.
People need to see this. I want you guys to look at how out of control this man has gone. Because he's gone to a point where even, like, I'd be worried, man. I'd be entirely worried. I mean, some of these things on here, they're alright, but the rest... No. No.
Hey, I'll be real with you guys. I don't agree with everybody in here, but I try to make the best of every situation.
That's what you should
I
do.
try. I don't know. I guess it's kind of like who I am in real life. I try to be a good Samaritan of some sorts.
Here is the newly disclosed information on this stupidity. So,
yeah, I mean,
I hope
I'm honest. I'm hardworking, and I serve the public. So, all those kind of traits, they've kind of go into what I do for.
What the fuck is this?
In relation to this server? This is stuff that Demopan is dropping.
No, I'm reading Dova do top 10. Dominus, Giant, Captain Autism.
That's a shit list.
Kecker, Aruka Katakaki.
Oh, I love how he
You're number one on this shit list, Dominus. No surprise.
Well,
Oh,
Wait,
hey,
wait,
he
wait,
responded with a kick. Dova's there.
what does Dova have against you, Dominus? Just curious.
He just completely hates me.
He
Why?
hates you because he starts whatever.
You know what wouldn't surprise
He
me?
hates me because I often rant about political issues or anything that happens in the news, and I tend to use the general chat to rant and to just get it off my chest. You know, Dova comes in and starts talking shit to me, telling me to shut the fuck up, and throwing gasoline on a fire.
So, at the end of the day, he honestly just tries to start shit.
Hey, you know what wouldn't surprise me? It wouldn't surprise me if Dova Dude is a social justice warrior.
He's not. I don't know how he is politically, but he sounds pretty based.
Yeah. But basically, he's trying to start...
He's not...
He's trying to get people mad. He's trying to start drama, so...
I always hate how you do that, Tyson. I hate to bring this up right now, but, like, why do you always like to define somebody just because, like, they act a certain way? Not everybody is an SJW if they act like an asshole. There's assholes on the right, too.
That is true. You make a good point.
So,
I haven't done anything to him in a while either.
is there like any other things that we need to kind of go over?
Can we go over the fact that he keeps trying to start things and it's obvious? Like, honestly, he does.
He does.
That's kind of what Dominus has claimed for the longest time, and I've been keeping track of this.
I mean, with the whole issue with Twilly Atkins, he was trying to start arguments.
For those who don't know, Twilly Atkins was a very renowned troll in the TCR community, but she's now in the inner circle.
And she's
kind of she's kind of lost, I guess you could say.
Yeah, in a way.
She's a bitch horse.
I mean, the only thing I really
Frickin'
agree...
Bitch horse.
The only few things I agree with Twilly about are the whole Giant incident and Jackler kind of calling out Giant for that, and the fact that the Outer Circle is a whole bunch of clowns. So.
No, I'm surprised Giant isn't number one, because you don't see me making a mess of the community, do you?
Now, if there's anyone in the Outer Circle watching this, chances are it's not directed at you, it's more directed at the captains. So, if you're someone I know and you're someone I'm nice to, chances are this is not directed towards you. I don't want to start anything with people I want to try and be friends with, you know?
Mind if I say something?
It's more about
hang on,
what's going on in the leadership, right?
Yeah, mostly. So anyway, yeah, what were you gonna say?
So what are your thoughts on Jackler? Just curious on the whole thing.
Jackler, he's kind of in between for me right now. I really don't know.
At least he's much better than fucking Dova, dude.
Everyone's better than Dova. At this rate,
Except for
everyone's
Giant.
better than Dova.
Let's just be real here. Except for Giant.
Except for Giant and maybe O'Flamo. I don't know. Maybe O'Flamo. They're kind of on the
Flamo's a tard. Ever since he got roasted by Ghost a year ago, he's just been in this weird pseudo say where like he's trying to get revenge on Ghost, but like anybody who has tried to one up Ghost, it always ends in failure. Most recent example, Giants. Acts like a badass, saying that he makes 6 figures a year, and I'm like, dude, 6 figures hardly is anything anymore. If you're a billionaire, that's a badass. So
6 figures
what does that even mean?
Is a working man's pay at this point.
Yeah, 6 figures is a working man's pay. 5 figures is like you're barely above poverty. So yeah, meaning of being a millionaire has definitely changed because of a lot of different things. But anyways, I digress.
Alright, so I think that wraps it up. If there's any final thoughts anyone wants to add to this before I put it on YouTube for people to see.
Okay.
Alright then.
Wait, can I shut myself out real quick?
Yeah, let's let have iCup or ice.
Let
well, as Ghost calls them, ICUP. Radio Graffiti. Go ahead.
Nothing. I don't know. Hi, I am ICUP. I'm a tard, pretty much. Yeah.
Nah,
no one's tard down here. Well, nah.
I want to be the king of tards. I don't know why.
well, that's definitely a subject for another time.
Yeah,
All right.
About tards in relation to this community and all that.
Man, I'm new here. Just learn how to splice. You'll make it to the top. You'll be loved by everyone. Good boys get good.
With the material that Ghost gives us, which is very limited anymore, it does take some real, genuine creativity to become a good troll. I would just say that.
I usually do take like Ghost quotes from other people's splices. Like, hey, it's the truth. I took that from J-Band's Piss Train.
Yeah, I'm in. So long as you innovate something that already exists, I have no problem with that.
Okay, yeah, because that's I just take the Ghost.
But if you're just gonna, have Ghost say the N-word through a splice, or actually take the actual audio when he actually did say the N-word back in around that time about last year. Look, either way, that troll has been done to death, guys. I get it's funny, and I get it's whatever. It makes Ghost cans not wave and all that. But you got to do something new with it. Put it in a new direction. Don't let it get in a log jam where you can't even rip it out.
Mind if I Oh, sorry. And a good example of this, I keep on bringing this on is Zed Commander's South Splice, like where Ghost whips, bunch of blacks. He says like, I'm a Jewish drinker, and I hate the N words.
Yeah, just a bit of advice for all of you people who are just beginning out here. I can't stress this enough. Innovate, don't stagnate. I mean, that's just something I say a lot. But do something different every time. Don't just stick with the same thing. And
That's always what I've done. I mean, yeah. Anyways,
Dominus, still there?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop this soon. So.
Do you want to say anything about Dova, Dominus?
Other than he's a self-centered jackass who disrespected etiquette on his on.
Oh, yeah, he did.
I'm not gonna call it the Jacklish. I'm calling it the Dova show at this fucking.
He did.
He needs to stop starting shit with other people, and he needs to just fucking cool off or just leave the community.
Yeah, your mic's cutting in and out. I think it's time we slow this down here.
Sorry.
It's fine, but yeah, Dova did kind of do that, didn't he? The whole disrespecting etiquette thing. Like,
yeah, in the text channels, I saw that myself.
Wasn't that only a few days, like, after he died?
Yes, it was the days following his, when they confirmed that he was dead.
Oh my god.
I get you might not agree with the guy, but come on.
I'm just
gotta show some respect, man.
Go ahead and zoom this in to kind of explain this whole thing.
I actually left my gaming community because I said that he should have thought about the people around him before he committed suicide, and there's people that actually took offense to it, and it didn't end very well.
Yeah, everybody has a certain level of tolerance when it comes to jokes. So when you're coming out of this community and going to others to kind of give the same level of, I guess, I can't really think of a better word than edgy right now. It's kind of late when we're recording this. But yeah, not everybody can stomach the same type of memes or jokes that you give at them. So an old standby that I have is that if you're going to post something, think about what you're going to post, and are you going to accept what you post, and are you going to accept the repercussions of it? Then you post it. But if you don't agree to it, then you don't post it. So what I'm trying to say is that, like that user agreement that you get, like when you download something on your phone or your laptop or desktop, it's kind of like that, but just a lot faster. When you type something and it comes from the gut, sometimes it's not always the best thing to post, because there will be some consequences, definitely. A lot of repercussions.
Alright, well, I think that kind of wraps it up then. So, last thing I want to say is, if you're thinking of joining the Outer Circle, be aware, if it's not a plane crash by September or October, chances are it's going to become a super toxic zone. So, be ready for that. Keep your eye out for Dova.
Dun, 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 dun.
Ghost, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, man. I really am. This stuff is just kind of gone downhill, and
save the drama for your mama or Obama.
Got a point, yeah. What he just said.
No, he said that.
Yeah, exactly. What you said to yourself. I'm saying it back to you now. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm gonna cross the line. So, please, just don't start too much drama or any sort of crap out of this. I don't want any, like, crazy disputes popping out of this. I just wanted to get this off my chest so people would know.
Yeah, I don't want that either, honestly.
So, well, yeah, that's it. I'm gonna cut this off before it reaches 35 minutes. So, yeah. See you all around.
Bye.